It's called Dragy. I'm gonna show you guys the camera here. Let's hop in and connect the app and see how this thing works. I'm stoked to see how fast my car is, or slow I should say. Dragy is mounted, it's time to go. Okay, let's check the quarter mile. No. Man, that's crazy. All we did was just switch fuel. Come on, baby. Holy crap, that felt way faster. Woo! What's up YouTube, Matt McAdam here, your truck editor at Driving Line. It's another awesome episode of Chasing Dust. Today I'm going to be reviewing a really cool product that some of you guys might have heard of, but I've never actually used it before. A few of my friends have used it and they really encouraged me to give it a shot and do a video about it, so I'm going to do that today. It's not quite something you'd use for an off-road vehicle per se, but you could. It's more for like a street vehicle or a drag race vehicle or something of that sort. So let's get to it. So the product I'm talking about here is actually here. It's called Dragy. I'm going to show you guys the camera here. Basically what it is a module that gets stuck anywhere on your vehicle, and it wirelessly connects to an app that you download for your smartphone, and it records a lot of metrics from your car. Quarter mile times, 0 to 60 times, eighth mile, half mile, some of these different measurements. It even reads 60 to 0, so your braking time can be quantified as well. It's pretty cool. For a lot of people who don't have access to like a drag strip anywhere near their home, this is kind of a cool alternative. Of course, if you're using it safely, got to make sure that we throw that in there. So we're going to test it out today on my 2008 P71 Crown Victoria that you guys have seen in the previous episodes of Chasing Dust, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what kind of performance you can expect from that car. And if we have time later, what I'm actually going to do is try to show you guys if you get any power gains or any performance gains by filling up your vehicle with E85, if your car can take E85 like my Crown Vic can. So I'm going to show you guys what's in this box, and then we're going to install it and then go do a couple test runs. Alright, so here's the box right here. I wanted to show it to you guys, us opening it up and show you what's in it. It's got the Dragy logo here on the sides. It's got a picture of it right here on the front of it. So when you open this guy up, it comes with the module itself, which is, you can see about how big it is. It's a little bigger than a flash drive. It's not very big at all. It can pretty much fit anywhere on any car. Comes with a module, which is magnetized. You can hear that sticking to the roof of my car here. And underneath that is a charging cable, which is a micro USB style charging cable, just to keep this thing charged up. It does have an internal battery in it, and it does read you out the battery percentage on the app itself. And then it also comes with a metal pad that has some 3M tape on the bottom of it, in case you don't have somewhere where you can stick it to. Let's say you have like you know, like an aluminum F-150 or something like that, and you can't stick it to the body panels. This will help you out. You can just stick it on the interior. And then it comes with the instruction manual, which is right here. The cool thing about this is that it's really, really easy to use, and it's super modular. You can pretty much put it anywhere in the car. It can be inside, it can be outside, you can put it underneath if you wanted to. You can put it basically anywhere that it will stick to the car and won't move while you're, you know, doing a couple of launches and passes. The unit itself is pretty lightweight, and it uses either like a Bluetooth or a Wi-Fi connection to your phone, and I'll show you guys how the app works here in just a minute when we get inside and set it up. So first things first is we got to mount this thing. So I'm thinking there's a few places on this car we can mount it to the body anywhere, you know, on the hood, on the roof. If you want it inside, I don't have a whole lot of really good metal surfaces on the inside of this car, but I do have the inside of the trunk lid, which you can stick this to. But I think for now I'm just going to put it on the hood so that we can see it and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. So another really cool aspect about this is you can pretty much get it anywhere. You can get it on Amazon, you can get it at like electronics stores, sometimes have them. Pretty widely available online, and they go for about 150 bucks. So not too bad. Don't mind my dirty hood. I haven't washed this thing in a while. So I'm gonna put it right in front of the driver's view, and where I can see the blinking light that's on there. It's got a little LED. You can see that there. I'm gonna put it right there. It's a pretty good spot there. It's not gonna move very much, just leaving it right there. So it's a good spot to keep it. All right, let's hop in and connect the app and see how this thing works. I'm stoked to see how fast my car is, or slow, I should say. All right, now that we got the Dragy mounted to the hood, the next step is gonna be to set up the app and make sure it's all ready to go so that when we do our launches, it's recording the information correctly. First, I'm gonna turn this car on because it's hot out here. Need some AC. Okay, so we're gonna fire up the app now on the smartphone and get it all ready to go. So the home screen here, you can see it says Dragy, and then it gives you a button to connect to the module. So we're gonna hit connect. This is connecting to Dragy. Got a check mark, that means it's good. Our battery's at 55%. It says sending satellite data to Dragy, so it sounds like it's just sending the location information to the unit to make sure that it's, it'll tell you even altitude and your pitch level, so you can't be cheating and going downhill and stuff. It gives you all those metrics. So if you tap here, you can see that it's at 55% and it's connected to the satellite, and it's got a 1 to 2 bars of Bluetooth connectivity, which maybe because it's on the outside of the car, it's probably a better connection on the inside. And there's even a really cool feature on this app where there's a leaderboard, and it shows you the top people in this area wherever you're at. I mean, there's guys who are who are doing crazy fast stuff. Australia, Moscow, London, Kazakhstan, Stockholm, Sweden, New Jersey. I mean, there's people all over the world who are using this product, and they're, getting their 0 to 60 times faster and faster. And each one of them gives you a picture of their car, and even shows you a little bit of the specifications of what the vehicle's all about. So that's really cool. You can even search by keywords such as Lamborghini, McLaren, Porsche, Ferrari. Search by region: US, Russia, Germany, UK, Brazil. That's really awesome. Then you can search by metrics, so 0 to 60, 60 to 130 miles an hour. I really hope these guys are doing this stuff on the track, because that's way too fast to be going on the street. You guys can check out the leaderboard and see what all the cool cars are at, but that's just an awesome little feature they give you here. So it's telling me we're at 371 feet elevation. It's 78 degrees outside. So basically this thing is just ready to go as soon as you connect it. Make sure you're wearing your seatbelts, guys. Safety first. So if I was actually using this product with like a super fast vehicle, like let's say an LS Swap 69 Camaro Z28. Wonder where I got that example from. I wouldn't be doing this on the street, because you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. Those things are, much faster. Any car faster than a Crown Victoria is probably very dangerous. I don't condone anybody using this on the street. You can be distracted by the app. Luckily, the Crown Victoria is not a very fast car. Yes, it does have a V8, but it's got 250 horsepower, and it weighs, more than a metric ton, probably 2 tons. So it's not going to get me into a whole lot of trouble doing a 0 to 60 pull, or even a quarter-mile pull. Really, I'll still be within the law, hopefully. But I don't know. I mean, it could surprise me. It could be faster than I think it is. They don't feel that fast, so I'm just going to try this out. I'm going to do 3 pulls and take the best from the 3 of them and show you guys some of the results. And then hopefully later on, if we have time, I'll go fill this thing up with E85 and see if running E85 in a car that can take E85 makes a difference in performance, if it actually gives you a few more extra horsepower, or, torque, whatever it may be. So let's get to the spot that I'm thinking of here, and we'll fire up the Dragy one more time and get it ready to go and see what happens. You guys have any predictions? I don't know. I have no idea how fast this thing is or how slow this thing is. It feels fast. It sounds really good. With a V8 4.6 liter, and it revs to the moon. It sounds really, really good when it's wound out. But, let's be honest, it's not fast. I was just thinking, wouldn't it be really ironic if I got pulled over in an ex-cop car? While trying to find a remote section of highway anywhere in Southern California is darn near impossible, but I'm just going to be merging onto the freeway here from the emergency lane. I do not condone street racing, you guys. Please be very safe anytime you're going to be doing anything like this on the street. There's a lot at stake, a lot of other people around. Just use your head. The app itself does read out when you've reached 30 miles an hour, 60 miles an hour, and so on and so forth. And then once you reach your quarter mile, so that way you can shut down. The only thing it doesn't tell you is your reaction time. So how it works is the app will sense the initial movement, and that's when it starts recording. So right now we're remaining stationary. It's not recording any of the data. As soon as it senses motion, it starts to record it, and that's how it gets you the accurate times and speed, trap speeds. Okay, so the app shows that it's ready. It's mounted, got the roof GoPro camera on. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to put the hammer down. Ready and go. I actually ended up going with the speed of traffic, which everyone knows us Californians definitely like our speeding tickets, so I don't think anyone's going the speed limit here. I know you may be tempted to check your results as soon as you finish, but please find a safe spot to do so. Don't be using your phone while you're driving. Don't be stupid. So we're gonna try it one more time here and see what the results are. And away we go. A pretty good run. I'm gonna pull over again and check the times there and see how it did, and then do one more, and then take the best out of the 3 of those and call that, you know, my personal record for today. Okay, Dragy's set, AC's off, hope it doesn't burn out. It felt like a harder launch. Let's see what happens. So looking at the data, it shows our 0 to 60 time was 8.25. compared to the last run at 8.32. So not a huge difference there. The quarter mile time 15.97 seconds versus our last run 15.95. So it actually ran 2/100ths of a second slower in the quarter mile with the launch that I did this last time. So I guess it doesn't really make much of a difference how I take off, if I'm just at a dead stop and just slam on the pedal, or give it some revs and then let it go, take off. But now I'm going to do something a little bit different. I ran through my tank of 87 octane fuel. I'm at an E85 station here in town, and I'm going to fill the tank with E85 and see if it does any better. I'm going to do one more run just to see how it does on E85. I do have about a quarter tank of gas left in this, so it's not going to be a true 85% mixture, but it's going to be pretty close because I don't have very much fuel left in this. So we'll fill it up and do one more run and see how it does on E85. It should go faster. I've actually felt on the butt dyno at least a little bit of a quicker response time and faster taking off on E85. So let's see if the numbers back that up. Now that we got a full tank, mostly full of E85, let's take her out for another spin and see how she does. All right, well here goes our final run for the day. Some initial concerns is that we have a full tank versus just a quarter tank that I ran the other 3 with. So that equates to more weight inside the vehicle. And although this is a pretty heavy car to begin with, it might actually make a difference enough to cancel out whatever performance gains or benefits you may get from running E85. So we'll find out in just a minute. I got the app all configured. GoPro on the roof is running. Got this camera on. And the last thing to do is drop her into park and see how it does. Whoa, a lot of wheel spin that time. Come on, baby. That had to be faster. That had to be faster on E85. Holy crap, that felt way faster. All right, we're gonna get to a safe spot here to check the results and see how she did. Woo! Dude, that, I don't know, I may be completely off right now. Maybe I'm just desensitized to the whole thing, but that definitely felt like the fastest run I did today. All right, now that we're at a safe spot, the time has come to check and see exactly how fast the 2008 Crown Victoria P71 on E85 went in the quarter mile and 0 to 60 compared to gasoline. Now keep in mind, the first 3 runs were on gasoline, but I only had about 1/8 of a tank in the car, so it was really light. Now this last run I ran on a full tank of E85, so that's a considerable difference in weight, and I was a little worried to see, you know, if the performance gains of running ethanol would cancel out because of the weight that we're adding on with the extra fuel. But a moment of truth, let's check it out. First, let's check the 0 to 60 time to see how it fared. Whoa. Wow, that went considerably faster. So the first 3 runs were 8:58, 8:32, and 8:25. So I was getting considerably faster, you know, per run. And then the last run on E85 ethanol blend was 7:79 with a full tank of it. That's pretty impressive. Wow, I'm blown away by that. Okay, let's check the quarter mile. No. Okay, so to put it in perspective, run number 1 on gas was 16.19 at 87.72. Run 3 was 15.95 at 88.47. Run number 3 on gas was 15.97, so we're in the 15s here on gas still, at 88.58. On ethanol, on a full tank of ethanol, it ran a 15.51 at 89.79. So I picked up a half a second, almost a half a second on the quarter mile, and just about a mile an hour or so on the trap speed. But man, that's crazy. All we did was just switch fuel. I didn't do anything else. I literally just drove to the gas station and got the E85 pump instead of the 87 octane pump and picked up a half a second in the quarter mile. That's pretty impressive. I didn't think that it would be that much of a difference. I mean, like I said, my initial reaction was that it felt faster, but I mean, a half a second's pretty considerable for just changing the fuel type. I'm really impressed. That's awesome. You know, this is a really great alternative to having to go out to a track, wait in line and pay for it, and then sit there and test all your stuff every time. This is really awesome. I'm really stoked on those results. So that was really impressive. I'm really stoked I got to try this thing out. Dragy is a super cool little module. I'm gonna probably pick one up for myself. I just borrowed this one from a friend of mine because it's kind of fun to be able to test and tune on your own on, you know, wherever you are, and see how fast your car can go, and make little tweaks in here, and you can you know, measure all that stuff and have it in the history. And then of course with the leaderboard option, you can go in there and see how you stack up against other people. It's pretty awesome. Obviously this isn't a super fast car, but you know, half a second on just E85 is a pretty big difference for having that much extra weight in the tank. I think this is kind of motivated me to do some more modifications to this car and see how fast I can make it go. But as we all know, that's just a spiral effect, right? So we'll see. Maybe a turbo? Who knows? Also, check out the link down in the description I'm going to drop for you guys, so you can see the actual readouts from each one of the runs, and you can see all the measurements for yourself and check it out and see how you like it. Who knows, maybe you'll buy the Dragy for yourself, and I might see you on the leaderboard sometime. I appreciate you guys watching. We're going to be doing a whole lot more videos for you guys coming up soon. We're going to be doing some events, some travel, so stay tuned. Subscribe to Driving Line. Please like, share, comment. And if you guys want to hit that bell icon, you guys can see every time we come out with a new video. This is your truck editor at Driving Line, Matt McAdam, aka Desert Chief. I'll see you guys on the next one.